and then point out some of the opportunities that, hey, you might want to challenge yourself to grow in that area so that you'll be all the more valuable. And so a lot of times when we hear ourselves back, and a lot of us hate it for a while, that we get so caught up in, ew, I don't want to sound like that sucks. I want to be beautiful. And when we get the feedback immediately from our peers in the community, in the industry, that go, I hear this every day, I do this every day, I'm aware of a lot of the reasons why what you're wanting to share is getting caught up, getting stuck. And a lot of it, you know, coming back down to foundationals, is who loves being stressed? Who loves shallow breathing? Who loves the anxiety brain of like, you're not good enough and you're gonna die? Who likes that? And yet, what is our default mode when we get scared and nervous is, okay, just do it. Just power through. Just try and survive it. And then what are you offering them? You're offering them this mess of you, this mess that is uncontrollable and not the you want to give. And so a lot of the work can be reminding you, so like, what can you control? The other 90% of my lungs is carbon dioxide. What is that doing for me? Nothing! It's poisoning me. And so my brain and my muscles say, screw you, man, that's not working for me, so I shut down on you. And that's fair. Flight or fight. And so the thing, getting on that stage today, I'm no superhuman. I was like, okay, dress weird, be fun, get up there, try. And as I'm going up there, I'm like, oh God, I forgot. This is hard, stressful. What can I control? I gotta get my breath, I gotta get deep down in there, otherwise everything's gonna start to shut down, and I'm gonna be so mad at myself that I did all this work to be having fun and then screw it up because I didn't recognize where my challenges were right now and what I could control, which was A, keep putting one foot in front of the other because it's too late now, but also you better breathe, you better breathe, you better breathe, and with the breath, the brain and the muscles start to calm down, they release you from that cage, and then you start to be able to get back into the offering of what you want it to be. And so, all going to happen to 99% of us, you're going to be in front of that microphone, you're going to have that piece of paper, and you're going to be like, do good work, do good work, do good work, and you're going to be your own worst enemy. You're always going to be the director in every session, the one up here that's going, nope, or, yeah, we could do something with that. And so the better that you can start to create that relationship where I'll give you the air you need. Can you give me some brain power? Because I need to brain right now. And the relationship will grow. But it is a really valuable thing because when you don't know, you'll keep doing the things that people go, I can't hire them yet. They keep doing the same thing that makes them unhireable for me or for the industry. And they don't have time. Casting directors and agents and clients, they're not going to be like, we love you, but let's take an hour and take you down to like what you need to be working on if you're going to work with us. Very rare to have that happen. But industry professionals and people that are willing to spend time doing that with the community, they're making that a focus because there isn't that for everyone. It's not available just on every corner. They want to make sure that there's places where people can go where they're actually going to get the feedback that's going to help you be more you, rather than help you be more me, which doesn't help either of us. And so, yeah, I took a lot of workshops. I did a lot of on-the-job training. I did a lot of on-the-job mistakes. I got hurt. I had dumb mistakes. I was not aware of what I was doing wrong. I didn't have always that person to be able to help with that. But it does help you accelerate out of, I guess I suck. I guess I'm just bad at this. I guess this just isn't for me. More into, hey, I think I suck and this isn't for me. What do you hear? I'll go, well, this is working. And that's quite good. This, of course, yeah, look at what we could do. And here's a linear way of getting that better, so that the confidence of your offering, the chain of your offering, more of the links are strong enough to carry you into the way that you want your offering to be. So, again, I'm your neighbor. You can reach out. An email or a Facebook, that doesn't cost anything. So, by all means, you know, when you guys are finding, like, what the hell do I do? Well, I've probably dealt with some of it. 4 minutes remain. I guess we have probably time for like one more brief one. Otherwise, we can just sit in awkward silence, looking at each other. Okay. I keep clocking that you don't have a shirt on, and now I will talk to you. Yes.
Well, you mentioned before that like there's plenty of times where you're in the booth and they say, well, while you're here, can you do this?
Yeah.
Does that ever happen, not so much with the script, but also with the characters, that you then have to try and look at this character and then see what voice can I do that I think would fit this?
Like just getting just showing us what the character looks like and coming up with a voice?
Yeah.
A lot, yeah. And that is a really nice part of it. You know, getting a visual is if you are a visual learner, it's not for everyone, but you can really start to go, what clues am I getting? Some of it's the animation style, does it give me an idea of what the demographic might be? But then within that, what does the character look like it could represent? Because we know a lot of these things are archetypes and stereotypes, and we have a certain breadth of characters to fill certain types of needs, and you get kind of good. You guys are probably doing it already, like noticing what type of characters in the shows you like are kind of representing this aspect of expression and creativity. And so yeah, that happens. What's a lot better than that is a picture and a bio, like even a one paragraph that's like, they're like this, or a picture and a bio and how the writer was like thinking that they would be either like their personality or a good reference point would be this comparable. They might give you some references. And then of course, you know, if you get more than that, you're really lucky because then the client or the director or the show is more available. A lot of dub work is available in its original language already, so if it's something that you go, oh, that's a thing that exists already, I could do some research, then that's great, but a lot of time you only get the 10 seconds, right? Hey, while you're here, what do you think of this character? Especially if you're on a show and you are, let's say, a recurring character and they've got incidentals, which are people that are one and dones, right? They come into a scene, I have something to say, and then they're out. And they will say, can you do some this incidental? What do they look like? How much do they do? Okay, we might make sure that their voice doesn't match what I'm already doing in the show so that it stands out. But really, yeah, then you go back to instinct. You might have 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and you go, okay, so they look like what? They're going to do what? Probably won't be my best work, but at least it's going to be a choice. And you follow that choice and you see what happens. And they might, you know, say, cut. Yeah, here's some direction to go in a different way. And then, again, the collaborative process of creative trying. And again, reading out loud, you guys probably do this anyways, but especially if you're reading to someone you want to engage them, you're probably doing little changes for different characters. Might not be full voices, but you might be starting to change how their energy might represent them a little differently than the other one. Or maybe they do have full different voices, and that's a cool thing to play with and try, experiment with, so that you are ready to be playful when someone's like, hey, no pressure, but under the gun here, and for a lot of money, kid, how's about you? Show me what you can do. And it's like, okay. And then you try to breathe and hope that something that you've been working on will come out of that. I think we probably have to clear the room. I am going to be hosting the Family Feud Otafest versus Animathon just down the hall in half an hour. Obviously that's not a lot of time between, but you know, you're welcome to walk with me if you wanted to ask things that didn't get brought up here. You're welcome to go to brendanhunter.com and drop me a note and keep in touch, because I think it is valuable to demystify that this isn't for certain people. This is for people that want to. It's for people that want to try this, and that it will be challenging, but it likely will have a lot of rewards that you might not be finding in other outlets in your life, which, again, I don't know your life or your intentions. I would assume you would like to have a memorable life that you look back on and go, good job, me. I did things I wanted to do, bravely, even when it was hard.
Speaking of outlets, if you are feeling particularly inspired by Brendan, there's also an interactive radio drama experience happening in half an hour as well.
They put it at the same time?
I know, it's just...
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You have lots of great programming options. Thank you guys so much for making this part of your day. Wonderful conversation.